Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So this is Alliance War Season 4, and this is War number 9. As you can see there, I jumped right on in before any of my alliance mates, and I'm scouting my path out. That's something that I recommend everyone do. I take path 1, so I'm looking there and I see that Science Champion. I see another Science Champion, a 6-star, and I see a Mystic, and I'm already thinking who I'm planning to bring in. Really, my team is the same team that I normally come in here with, but I want to see if there's something that will make me change who I bring. And you see that tech at the end, that's really the only mission that I can see myself completing with Corvus. And then there's the Dormammu mini-boss, who I normally take out with my Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. So this is the team that I have normally gone in with, and I didn't see anything there that would make me change who I brought in. I have been taking Corvus with me pretty much every war, and I like him, even if he is not always the best choice for a particular fight. He can take all of the fights, so he is worth bringing anyway. So first up, we've got a Science here, and it's a 5-star, so of course I go look at his profile. I don't see any Science Champions on his profile, which pretty much tells me nothing. He could have a 455 Science Champion that just didn't make his top 5. So I just have to go on in, and I went in with Hyperion, who I usually do, and it's a Red Hulk. Now, I just finished completing Labyrinth of Legends, and I have fought his bigger brother over and over again. So I am not too worried about fighting Red Hulk in any shape or form. Now, you'll notice that I am playing a little bit conservative when it comes to my specials. I fired off a special 3 rather than firing off a special 2 when I could and taking him down. That is because I'm running full suicides. I'm going for an Emma dupe in the 4-star featured arena, so I don't want to use a lot of specials unless they're going to take him out or it's a special 3. So that does change the way that I fight a little bit, and sometimes it takes me a little bit of time to get used to switching up my fighting styles. Alright, so next up, this is the Poison node, and it is a 6-star. So I definitely want to go to his profile because I figure a 6-star should end up in their top 5. And I'm looking at that Sentry. So I'm thinking, okay, it's going to be a Sentry. But that doesn't change who I was going to go in here with. I generally go in here with Hyperion. He's poison immune, it's a poison node. So that's usually who I bring in here. And I guessed right, it was a Sentry. Now, when Sentry first came out, I did have some trouble fighting him, but I've learned his animations and I've gotten good at evading his special 1 and his special 2. So he's not too much of a problem regardless of which special he fires off. Alright, so you saw there, I pretty much did the same thing as I did the last fight. Baited out his specials and built up to a special 3. And finished him off. So these early fights, as I've said before, they are not where I would expect to have any kind of trouble, not where I would expect anyone to place their really tough defenders. So I don't get worried until this next node up here. And I hit that by mistake, don't ask me. But in any case, it was late, and I'm trying to use up my energy at this point just to get myself in position, as you can see. And I did take a look real quick here. I didn't see any Mystic 5-star in his profile, so don't know who that could be. So this is the next day. You can see my energy is maxed back out, and I'm thinking this could be a Mordo. See Mordo here a lot. I would say Magic, but she's not in as a 5-star, so I'm not really sure who this could be. So I just put on a little baby boost. Honestly, I was thinking of not boosting at all, but I said, it won't hurt. Just give a little 10% boost. I have it. May as well use it. And it's a Juggernaut. Now, Juggernaut, just in the recent update, has been buffed just a little bit. But I read that buff, so I know that I cannot stun him while he is unstoppable. So I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but when he goes unstoppable, if you parry stun him, he's going to shrug that stun off, so he's basically unstunnable. But worse, he's going to put that stagger debuff on you. So basically, you don't want to parry him. That kind of sucks, because I used to do that all the time. That was one of the ways that I, delayed some of losing some of the real estate. When he goes unstoppable, you don't want to get pushed into a corner, so I would parry him. Then I'd get a little quick hit in, but while he was parried, that timer, his unstoppable, is ticking down more and more. Alright, so next up we've got Quake, and I went in with who I normally like to go in here with, just in case they have somebody crazy on the unblockable special 1. And now, fighting Quake can be tricky. You don't want to block a lot, because then she'll start charging up her heavy. So I had to keep myself open a lot and still try to build up the poise charges. And if I do get hit or she starts charging up, I wanted to be able to take her down just like that very quickly before the timer ran out and I had to deal with, being stunned or firing off a special right when it's about to count down. Alright, so next up we've got a tech, and I was hoping to find an Iron Man Infinity War on here. But taking a look at his profile, it was probably going to be that Sentinel. But I would still be able to pick up a mission because he's tech. Now, I guessed right here, and I don't know if you guys know how to fight Sentinel, but now coming up, look at this. Now I'm sitting here waiting for him to toss that heavy. So as soon as he moved, I swiped back. And as you can see, it didn't move. But in any case, the way that you want to fight Sentinel, you don't want to repeat your actions. So you want to fight him with a medium, light, medium attack when you can. And that plays into the way that you want to play Corvus for maximum damage. So that actually worked out very well. As you could see, Bane wasn't a problem. I didn't have to worry about transferring the Bane or anything, because I was able to take him out very quickly. So that's it for that Sentinel. Now we come to Dormammu. And I am running suicides here. Now in Alliance Quest, I always hate this because that's a heal block node. But here, I only have to deal with an unblockable special 2. Alright, now look at how aggressive this Dormammu is in the beginning. See, look at this. And so I started attacking him to get him back into the pattern that I'm familiar with. So see here, I build up a poise, and then he goes back. He swipes, and then he goes back. He wasn't doing that initially. I had to basically knock him out of that ultra aggressive mode. I really believe the AI does that. Alright, so now we're at the unblockable special 2, and I get hit, and I'm not sure why. Now, with unblockable specials that have multiple parts, you normally can evade the first part of it and block all the rest. And of course, Spider-Man Stark Enhanced, he can auto-evade. So between blocking and his auto-evade, I really don't know how I got hit there. But didn't matter, took him down, easy peasy. And so at this point, I'm wondering if I'm going to get a chance to fight this Medusa. And I went out to celebrate my sister's birthday. Her birthday was Sunday. And we went out to eat, and when I came back, I was stuffed, fell asleep, woke up, and they told me that the boss was open. Somebody had already got him down to about half. So I jumped in here, hit record, and went in, and as you saw, my alliance mate had jumped in there, rejected, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just clean up whatever he doesn't do. And so I'm just sitting here waiting, and I said, let me just keep it recording because I don't want to lose any time. And he came out, I went in, and now the word came down that we were probably not going to win this war. So save your items. So I did not boost up, but I am still running suicides, and he does have a mission. And of course, this is the first fight right after I've gotten up. So I'm basically fighting her like I, know to do here, trying to bait out her heavies and fire off my heavy like that. And pretty much that's all I really need to do until I get to my special 2. But you see there, I held it a little bit too long, and that woke me up, and I was like, okay, we're not having this. And so now baited out her special 1, got to my special 2, and now I'm just like, oh girl, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. 1, 2, boom, 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 boom. And down she goes. She knew it was coming. And that's the Medusa boss. And we'll find out how we did in this war in a moment. And I'll come back and let you guys know what happened. And unfortunately, we did lose this fight. Kudos to the Alliance together. But when the word came down, it was because one of the BGs did not look like they were going to get their boss down. And at that time, they had already gotten down all 3 of our bosses. So we already knew that we were going to lose this war. But kudos to you guys together. If we meet each other again, hopefully we'll do better. But that's going to do it, guys. Click like, subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and you guys have a blessed day.